live. Yeah, yeah, we going live. Hey, hey, we going live. Yeah, yeah, we going live. Yeah, yeah, we going. Yeah, yeah, we going. Yeah, 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 we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line. Hey.
Welcome to Coach's Pep Talk, where we inspire and inform collegiate student athletes to be the best version of themselves on and off the playing field. I am Stephanie Fitzpatrick, aka the Advantage Coach. So we have developed a society that places so much value on what others think of us. Social media has kind of created this culture of dependent on approval. Let's be honest, if someone who is an influencer or seen as an influencer has something positive or negative to say about you, then other people will take on that attitude as well. And so this is no more prevalent, and we don't see it anymore in any other in entertainment, but especially as well as in sports. Because let's be honest, your actions are being scrutinized, whether you're on or off the playing surface. And so recently we've seen things that are so extreme in this realm, like Danny Green and his fiance receiving death threats because he missed the shot, game-winning shot in Game 5 of the NBA Finals. And that's like an extreme case of how what the media and social media has to say can influence people and how they feel about us. But also recently we've seen LeBron James being, I guess I want to say ridiculed by the President of the United States. He appeared on Rush Limbaugh's show and called LeBron a hater, basically. And LeBron's response was no response. He had no retaliatory response against what the president said. And that is what is inspiring today's Coach's Pep Talk. As collegiate athletes, you play a sport that you love, but you will always have people who criticize you for what you do on or off that playing surface because you're being watched so much more closely than the average person. But I encourage you to take the high road, like LeBron in this situation, and never allow someone else's energy to dictate yours. Be strong in your resolve to not allow someone else to take you out of your character. I know that you're passionate about the sport that you play and you put in a lot of hard work, but don't allow someone else's attitude about that because they're not walking in your shoes. So please keep that in mind as well. They're not walking in your shoes. They don't know what it's like to feel what you do. Even if they've played the same exact sport and they critique you, they still aren't walking in your shoes. Each one of us has an individual walk in this world. So don't allow someone else's opinion or their chatter to affect the way that you do you. Like, don't be who you are. Be happy with who you are. And I'm not saying that you don't ever respond to criticism or that you don't ever respond when people say things that are not flattering. But I say take the high road. And so a way to do that is be thoughtful in your response. Don't just respond to someone out of your emotions. Like, seriously, one of the things that I always tell my clients is in making responding or reacting to something or even an action, you should take your emotion out of it. And the way to do that is to just pause. Like, don't immediately react to what's being said. Don't immediately respond to what you've just heard, but give yourself a moment to be thoughtful and take your emotions out of it. Take the time to come up with a response that can't be refuted. And in the long run, if you put this into practice, people will know you're not to be messed with. Or you just get to the point where you don't even care anymore. I think that's kind of where LeBron was with the president. I know sometime back he had this kind of quip going with Charles Barkley, and he responded to Charles, and he hit below the belt in response to Charles. But that is uncharacteristic of LeBron James, and so I feel like he was acting and responding out of emotion at that point. And had he been thoughtful about it, he could have responded, but he probably may have thought about doing it in a different way. And so I encourage you to always try to stay in a place where you are above board and you are not allowing your character to be manipulated by someone else. And so I hope that this is helpful and that you will take heed to this. I know it's not easy, but it is so worth it in the long run, because guess what? Either way you win if you stay on the high road. Till next time, peace.
Now put the cameras on me, 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 put the cameras on me.